Okay, so in the last class, your homework was to try to translate this subhashita. Diva pashyati na ulukaha, kakaha naktam na pashyati. Vidya vihinaha murhaha tu, diva naktam na pashyati. So we start from the beginning. We look for our verb. Verb in each line. First line, pashyati. I hope everybody saw pashyati was the verb. And that is, third person singular. Pashyati means he, she, or it sees. Some version of that, right? Okay. And what's the verb with that? They're looking for a first case in that line. You'll see ulukaha, like ramaha. First singular masculine. I did not need to tell you that that word was masculine because the aha should tell you it is masculine. Then you see, well, let's finish that line then. Na indeclinable, and diva, if you had checked, is also from the indeclinable table. Diva. And it means day or daytime. Okay, let's go to the next line. Don't worry about the translation. Go to the next line. What is our verb in the next line? Pashyati. Again, pashyati. Same. Third person, singular. Again, he, she, it sees. And what is our subject here? What is the he, she, or it that it could be? Subject is kakaha. First case singular, masculine. And the meaning is crow. Crow subject. Okay. Naktam, I gave was indeclinable at night. And na is also indeclinable. Na means not or no. Either would have been fine. Okay. Now let us go to the next line. Vidya vihinaha muraha tu. Any verb there? No. That means that this is not a complete sentence and it is connected to the next line. Divanaktam na pashyati. Now you see pashyati again. Now it should be like, oh wait, I did this already. I don't need to do it again. I already did it. So third person singular. He, she, it sees. Then you look for your subject. Vidya vihinaha. That's one subject, first singular masculine. Muraha, also first singular masculine. Now remember, here this is a singular pashyati. One subject, singular, is the one doing the seeing. So if you have two subjects, then that means one of them is the adjective. Because you can only have one subject because you have a singular verb. Understand that part? Singular verb, so one subject is what we're looking for. So you'll see, mudhaha, fool, is the actual noun. And vidya vihinaha is the adjective that is describing the fool. That is all. I mean, even if you didn't get the meaning, it doesn't matter. Okay? Tu, indeclinable. Diva, indeclinable. Naktam, indeclinable. Na, indeclinable. This was the easiest one we've done so far, actually. Most of the words were indeclinable and repeating themselves, isn't it? Now, if you reached this far, you were able to get all the grammar for all the words, that would have been enough. In my mind, if you were able to get all the grammar, you can give yourself a pat on the back. The meaning is secondary. The grammar is primary, right? If you were able to figure out what is the subject, what is the verb, the rest of them are indeclinables, that is great. Okay, now one step further, meaning. Remember, we're studying Sanskrit to be able to understand our Shastra. When we read Shastra, we're supposed to be able to unravel the grammar. The meaning is going to come from the Guru Parampara. We're not going to read it and make our own meaning. We're going to be told what it means by Guru Parampara, correct? Our Guru is going to teach us what it means. We have to try and double click the grammar to try and let it reveal something more than just what we're hearing in English. So that is why I'm saying less important than trying to translate this perfectly is to try and get the grammar. Okay? So now let us try and see if we can make sense. It's not hard. You go systematically. Diva pashyati na ulukaha. This is its own sentence because it has its verb. So let's try and translate that. Daytime. Okay, let's see. What is the subject and the verb? Owl sees. Okay, owl sees. That's the main sentence. Na is there. Owl sees not, or owl doesn't see. Owl doesn't see day. You have to be Guyanese to try to translate that, or Trini. Huh? How will you translate that? Daytime owl no see. Meaning, in the daytime, you have to supply that a little bit. In the daytime, an owl does not see. Right? You see, if you know Guyanese and Trini, you'll know Sanskrit easy. In the daytime, and if you had checked your messages, I helped. I sent the translation for Diva. In the daytime, if you had used an owl does not see. You could have written sees not, no see, whatever. It doesn't matter. If you got the gist of the meaning, good. Next. Kakaha naktam na pashyati. Kakaha pashyati. That is our main phrase. Crow sees. Main phrase, crow sees. Kakaha, no is there. So that means crow does not see. The crow does not see. And the last word there remaining is at night. So in the daytime, an owl cannot see. In the nighttime, a crow cannot see. Then there's one more phrase here. Vidya vihinaha mudaha tu. Tu means but or indeed. So let's take but. But means in contrast to those two, vidya vihinaha mudaha. A fool without knowledge sees, and the not is there, right? A fool without knowledge does not see. That's our main phrase. A fool without knowledge does not see. And then the remaining two words, diva naktam. In the daytime, and at night. So now you have to supply or and or something to complete the sentence. What is this saying? It is saying an owl cannot see in the morning. A crow cannot see in the night. But if you don't have knowledge, which is called a fool, well, they don't see in the morning or in the night. They never see, right? Subhashita. And, well, you see, My owl cannot see in the day. My crow cannot see in the night. And in the day or in the night. Well, this book was supposed to be crossed actually. Vidya Vihina, without knowledge, a person cannot see. It means no clarity of thought or vision, like that. Very beautiful Subhashita. Not hard. Sanskrit, not hard. That's not English. The really, it was just subject, verb, and indeclinable. Nothing else in this. So at least you should have been able to get the grammar. Hmm? How did everybody find this? Give me a super easy, medium, or super hard. Oh, wow, I'm getting, okay. Easy to medium. Good, very good, very, very good. Those whose videos are off, please turn them on. Thank you very much. And now let us quickly review our impromptu test. Shivaya. Shivaya. Fourth case singular masculine. True or false? That you should be able to tell in your sleep also. Namah Shivaya. Salutations to Shiva. To Shiva. Fourth case. Huh? You should be able to know Shivaya's fourth case in dream and sleep and everything. So that is true. Then Kamebhyaha. Kamebhyaha. Third case plural masculine. True or false? It looks like it should be true. But if you look at the table, you will see third case plural masculine is kamehi. Ramehi. Right? So this is false. Okay. Phalani. Phalani. Well, first case plural neuters. Ani correct for first case plural neuter. Yes. But this was a trick. Huh? There is no r in this phrase, in this word. So actually it should have been the other na. Phalani. Huh? Okay, so really speaking, this is false. But I'm going to put an asterisk there. If you wrote true, you're not getting it wrong. Huh? It's not wrong because it's okay to make the mistake of na and or na. More important is to get the grammar, and the na and na will fix itself eventually. Okay? So if you got true for this also, it would have been fine. This was actually a bonus question because whether you wrote true or false, you got the point. Right? But if you got false, it is more true. When is false more true? Okay, so that is out of 3. Next one. Move on. Write the correct Sanskrit declension. I am surprised some people were confused and didn't understand this instruction. Write the correct Sanskrit declension. Very simple instruction. Papa, 8th case plural neuter. How will it be written in Sanskrit? 8th case plural neuter. You just have to look at your declension table. It will be pa, pa, ni. Or he papani, if you wanted to put the he. That's all. And if you wrote it in English also, no problem. Okay. So that should not have been something difficult, really speaking. Very, very, very easy. Okay. Punya. Punya in second case singular neuter. So second, you didn't need to write any translation, nothing. Just write the correct Sanskrit declension. Correct Sanskrit declension for second case singular neuter of punya is punyam. I see people saying it. Punyam. Punyam. That's it. Punyam. Krishna. In third case, dual masculine. So Rama is Ramabhyam. Krishna will be Krishnabhyam. Good. The last one here. Ganesha. Ganesha in sixth singular masculine will be Ganeshas. Yeah. Like Ramasya. One word answers. This is out of 4 also. If you felt like the time was too short, that means you need to practice your declensions more. Your reaction, not your response time for the Rama and the Vana table should become less and less and less each time. It should be so stuck in your mind that you're able to very quickly get the answers for these. Okay, this was a measure for yourself on how quickly you can respond to questions on these 2 tables. Okay, next. Write case, gender, number, and Sanskrit declension. I hope everyone understands again what is the instruction here. Case, gender, number means you're going to write C something. You're going to write singular, dual, or plural. You're going to write masculine, feminine, or neuter. Okay? And then Sanskrit declension again, same. From the chariots. I wrote the word there. You didn't need to look for anything also. Ratha. Ratha, from is which case? From is 5. Masculine is already written there. Yeah, masculine was there. And chariots is singular, dual, or plural? Plural. Okay. Then, how do you write Ratha in fifth case masculine plural? Rathebhyah. Now see, if the time was too short, you should have at least gotten number 1 perfectly in the time you had. If you understood it right, at least the first question would have been right in each section. Correct? So if you didn't get the first question also, it means there was something missing in your understanding. And then you have to go back and review to make sure you understand. Okay, next. With Rama. With Rama is what case? With. With should be in your brain like that. Third case, and Rama is singular. With Rama, your brain should tell you that instantly. Third case, masculine, singular. Ramena. If you wrote Ramena, the other na, that is also fine. Just change it, but it is not, you're not going to get a wrong for that. Continue. In the Gurnas. Gurna is masculine. In is what case? 7th case. And Gurnas is plural. in the gunas. So seventh plural masculine of guna is, of Rama is Rameshu. So guna will be Guneshu. Guneshu. The two friends. And I had put something I mentioned in class, like something like go. That should have been indication that this is your subject. The two friends here is subject. It's neuter and it is two friends. So that is dual. So what is the two friends in, what is mitra in first neuter dual? First case neuter dual of vana is vane. So mitra will be mitre. So this is out of 8. Why? Because 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. Case, gender, number, and then declension. Okay. Next question. Write the correct pronoun and person number. I verbally explained, and I wrote this also. Khadati. Now, khadati will have a pronoun. Khadati, first of all, is what person and number? Khadati. Ti is third person singular. Khadati. You don't even need to know what it means. You just had to be able to say ti is third case singular. That's all. Third case singular. And what is the correct pronoun for third case singular? In Sanskrit, I hope that was evident. It was in the Sanskrit side. Not he, she, it, but saha or sa or tat. Either you could have written, and it would have been fine. Anyone would have been fine. When you're pressed for time, you can write anyone. You don't have to write all. So either would have been fine. Okay. Then Batami. Batami. Ami is what? First person singular. And what is the correct pronoun that goes with Ami? Aham. Aham Batami. Japathaha. Japathaha is what person? Japathaha is second person and it is dual. So what is the correct pronoun? Yuvam. Those who didn't get the answer, y'all should be writing. Arshad, I don't see you writing the correct answers. Okay, next. Translate into Sanskrit with case, gender, number, and person number. I had sent this in homework, right? Okay. Oh, marks. Everyone's saying, marks. The marks are not the main thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one is out of 6. 1 point for just writing third person singular. So easy. 1 point for all of these. Even if you didn't know the correct pronoun, you'd have got half of these. Okay, then homework. Means we didn't finish this. This was homework. Translate into Sanskrit with case, gender, number, and person number. That means you have to write the full Sanskrit phrase and something on top of each. You all worship. You should have got Yuyam is you all, and worship is Archatha. Correct? And that is first case, plural. And Archatha is second person, plural. They all run. They all, you all is, I should have written it here, first case. They all is first case, plural. They, it could be masculine, feminine, or neuter. Whichever one you chose, it doesn't matter. Okay? Saha tau te. Say you took te, because that was the first one. Te dhavanti. They all run. One, plural masculine. Third, and the last one here, we too read. We too is first case, dual. We too. And read in dual, that will be aham avam. Avam ba ta ba. One D. One. No marks for this one. This was homework. Marks is just up to where we were. Okay, so let's calculate the marks quickly. 3 and 4 is 7. 7 and 8 is 15. Correct? Yeah, 15. And 6 is 21. So your test was out of 21. We'll do these last 3 homework ones tomorrow. And then we'll start our topic of Sunday. Okay. I hope that you all feel more comfortable with the content. It is supposed to become more easy to understand each time. And if you did not do well in this test, it means you need a lot more time to digest the content. It just means you're not keeping up with your homework. If you're doing your homework, this test would have been super easy. And if you're not doing it, it would have still been super hard. So that is the way to know. If you've been doing your work, it should not be hard. It may have been a little time short, but you would not have considered it hard. Okay. All right, we'll do closing prayer and I'll see you all tomorrow. Sorry, we went 3 minutes over today. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ॐ श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। हरि ओम।